Hi, I'm Katy-K, and this is my second book, The Modern Oracle, Becoming More Psychic, Intimate Secrets to Enhance Your Intuitive Gifts. And I'm going to read you an excerpt from it. This book's available at my website, katyk.com, and also at Amazon. Now, this excerpt is called Everybody Makes Mistakes. And within this book, I deal with the reality of what psychics deal with day in, day out. And I share a lot of the secrets and how things really are. I'm very blunt, very down to earth, and very grounded. So I'll just read you this, and I hope it does help you. And there's a lot more in this book that can help you as well. So it's called Everybody Makes Mistakes. The need to be 100% correct all the time can be debilitating. Being a psychic is the only job where you are not allowed to fail in any way, or you are considered a fraud. Realistically, I doubt that there is anyone who has never made a mistake or been wrong in some way. Most people are sure to make errors when doing or learning something for the first time. I don't know anyone who gets in a manual car for the first time without experience and drives successfully without grinding the gears or stalling the car. If a doctor makes a mistake, you keep returning until they find the issue or change your medication. I've heard of surgeons who have made drastic mistakes and are still operating. If a hairdresser does a lousy haircut, they are still a hairdresser and they continue working in their trade. If a mechanic fails to fix your car, you keep taking it back to them, often at your own expense, until it is fixed. I've taken my computer to be repaired by an expert technician and had to pay for many hours, including the hours they spent learning on the job, only to keep returning until the problem was finally resolved. Do you get where I'm going with this? Anyone else can make a mistake or get it wrong, but a psychic medium never should. The first time I attended the Arthur Findlay College in England, I had many self-doubts. When the tutor asked me what level I thought I was at, I replied that I didn't even know if I should be there. I had no way of measuring my abilities to know what level I should be at. Luckily, the tutor had more confidence in me than I had in myself, and to my amazement, put me in the highest level for that particular course. When you have imposter syndrome, you might find yourself procrastinating or not wanting to commit. In early days of my career, someone would say, "I've heard about you and would love to book an appointment to have a reading with you." I would reply, "Sure," and then change the subject and not commit to a time in case I couldn't live up to their expectations. Although once I got started doing a reading and moved into the intuitive energies stream, I found it easy and wanted to keep going to ride the wave of success. People who don't believe in themselves may never feel that they are experienced enough and will continue to do course after course while never putting what they have learned into action, always chasing perfection. Then some won't attend courses because they don't want to be seen as a beginner or inferior. It is hard to measure success, and everyone has a different opinion of what success is. Therefore, it cannot be easy to believe you are competent unless you have evidence, and you can't get proof unless you're actually doing the job and asking people for feedback. Then if you're scared to request feedback because you don't believe you're good enough, you never get out of the cycle. So my experience has been that when I have seen shows where the skeptics come on and go on about bad psychics and that, possibly they've made a mistake or they've misunderstood. I know when I'm working clairvoyantly, it's a bit like playing charades. They'll show you an image, the spirit world will show you an image, and then I have to work out how that image applies. And a picture very much does paint 1,000 words. And who hasn't misheard something when they're working clairaudiently or listening to a conversation, a miscommunication? And that's easy to happen when you're working clairaudiently. Who hasn't misunderstood when they've been watching someone's emotions and mistaken anxiety for anger or something else? So being a psychic, you are human. You can make mistakes, you can misunderstand, and just like every other profession, people make mistakes. And I'm not saying everyone does all the time, but you wouldn't be human if you didn't. This is Katy-K. I hope you learnt something from today, and there are more nuggets of wisdom within this book.